Continue with our discussion. Next question. A bus decreases its speed from 80 km per hour to 60 km per hour in 5 seconds. Okay. Now 80 km per hour is its initial velocity and 60 km per hour is its final velocity. You have to convert this into meter per second because the time is given in seconds, and always acceleration is calculated in meter per second square, right? So 80 into 1000 kilometer, that is this will give you in terms of meters. Hours to convert into seconds, 60 into 60. Similarly, for the final velocity, 60 into 1000 upon 60 into 60. So you will get the final initial and the final velocity. You have to put it in this formula. Acceleration is equal to v minus u upon t. Okay, whatever value you get here, put it here. Whatever value you get here, you put it here upon 5 seconds. Now the next term, train starting from a railway station moving with a uniform acceleration attains a speed of 40 km per hour in 10 minutes. So here the initial velocity is 0 and the final velocity is 40 km per hour, that is 40 into 1000 upon 60 into 60. Okay, that will get upon meter per second. Okay, now 10 minutes also you have to convert it into seconds. Okay, again you have to put it in this formula. Here you will have whatever value you get, put it here. U is 0 and time is t into, that is 10 into 60. Okay, because it's given in minutes, so minutes you have to convert it into seconds, so 10 into 60 will be here. Okay, now turn the page. Okay, we go to page number 107. Okay, now here, what is the nature of the distance versus time graphs for uniform and non-uniform motion of an object? Okay, so if you see, this is for uniform motion, this is for non-uniform motion. If you see, the uniform motion graphs usually are straight line graphs and non-uniform motion will be curved graphs, but both of them start from the origin. Okay, this is given in your textbook. Now what can you say about the motion of an object whose distance versus time graph is a straight line parallel to time axis? Okay, so now this is a distance versus time graph. Okay, which is parallel to time axis. Okay, this axis, that means the distance is constant, that means there is no movement, so body is stationary, there is no movement, that's why the distance is same how much ever time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the body is here only, that is the object is here only, there is no movement, okay, of that object. Now next question is, what can you say about the motion of an object if the speed versus time graph is a straight line? Now this is speed versus time graph, this is parallel to time axis again, that means the object is performing uniform motion, the speed is uniform, that's why you have got one single value of speed with different time intervals. Okay, so you have got uniform speed. Now what is the quantity which is measured by the area occupied below the velocity time graph? Now if you see, this is the velocity versus time graph, you can see this triangle and this rectangle area. This complete area gives us the idea about the distance traveled by the object. Okay, now the rest of the questions, that is on questions on page number 109, then the questions on page number 110 and the exercise questions. All these questions I will be solving it in the notebook and I will be sending you the picture of that solved questions. Thank you.